Hey fam, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for being here. Either way, I appreciate you so much. This morning, we'd like to talk about having a wide life. I was listening to another Martha Beck Gathering Room episode last night, and she was talking about how I think she knew someone, or it doesn't matter. Story about a man who died, I think, when he was 60, but he'd always said, I may not live a long life, but I will live a wide life. And that just instantly resonated deeply with me. And I kind of feel like that is why I'm wanting to do this crazy van life thing. I have a couple of friends that had really scary, unexpected things happen to them that just totally upended their lives. And another friend whose wife had like some weird chest pain, and her doctor recommended she go get an MRI, I think, and her life hasn't been the same since. And I don't want to just plod along going to work and doing yard work and not having the energy to create what I want to create and experiment in the way I want to experiment. I also watched some videos from women who are doing van life last night. And then I also looked up sewing videos because I've decided that I really do want my sewing machine in my van. As crazy as that is, and as much as I keep trying to talk myself out of it, because it just doesn't make sense, my heart won't let me. It's got to be in there, and I really want to experiment with sewing. I want to get comfortable with it by doing simple projects, and then I want to start like maybe even designing some of my own clothing. I've had images of things I want to make in my head since I was a teenager, and I did learn some sewing from my mom. My mom is an incredible seamstress. She made my first wedding dress, and it's in a like sealed box in my garage, and it will be sold with my estate sale. I hope it's still in decent enough condition to sell, because it was beautiful, so beautifully made. Anyway, and I've made a couple of projects with my mom's help. They were always difficult. I always swore a lot, but I think if it was something that I did several times a week, I would get very good at it very quickly, and I could make some really cool shit, and it sounds really fun, and I really want to do it. And the idea of just like parking in a forest and opening my side door and just sewing in the middle of nowhere sounds amazing. Rolling up to a beach and opening my side door and just like sewing with the beach behind me or in front of me or whatever sounds amazing. I really want to do it. Like, now that that image is in my mind and it brings me so much joy, like I have to figure out a way to do it, even though it's completely insane. I haven't been this excited about anything maybe ever when it comes to like future goals. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen something this clearly in my mind's eye and said, yes, I don't care how crazy it is, I want to do it. I even prayed for help figuring out, like, please send me the people, the resources, whatever that will make this happen more easily for me, because even though I can't explain it, like, I've never wanted something more than I want this. And the cool thing about my sewing machine is that it folds down into a desk, so I can use the surface for writing and for making art. So it's not, so that space that it takes up won't just be sewing machine. I still think that it's going to be a challenge potentially to work it into a van build, and it's definitely going to have to be a custom build. I think most van builds are so, like, the space is so maximized, they're not going to just be like a weird random sewing machine size spot that I can just slide it into. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. One of the van life people that I started following last night is in Europe, and she has this amazing Hobbit van. Like, the whole inside is covered in wood cabinets, amazing, like, live edge wood countertop. Like, it's just so freaking beautiful. And like, imagining living in that with my sewing machine was just like, yes, 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 yes. So hopefully this excitement that I'm now feeling helps me move forward more with figuring out my license and all of that, because I did not do any of that over the weekend. I did vote, and I did take my ballot down to the drop box, and I did take my old medications that have been sitting in my coat closet for a couple months now to the drugstore. Well, to 2 drugstores, because the one that used to have a medication drop box no longer does. And so I had to go to a new drugstore that now has a drop box. Thankfully, the old drugstore knew that the other one has one. So anyway, I got a lot of walking in yesterday in my new sandals, and it was really interesting. It took me a while to get used to walking with such thin soles. And I did get a small blister on the ball of my left foot, but it doesn't hurt too bad, and I think that is to be expected when I am changing the whole way I'm walking. Also, my leopard print loafers that I wore on Friday were delightful all day. I did not regret not bringing backup shoes. I didn't even need them. I'm wearing them again today. So yeah, I'm really excited about my new shoes, and I really hope that my plantar fasciitis starts to heal now that I am wearing shoes that encourage my natural foot movement. What else? I feel like there was more. Oh, I did read through my friend's assessment of my different selling options, and by that I mean, like, how much money I want to put into fixing the house up before putting it on the market. And from her assessment, the more money I put in, the more money I'll make, like basically doubling my return for each chunk of money. But I don't know, like, the highest chunk was a lot, and I don't know that I want to take out more loans or try to get several credit cards to cover it. It just that does not bring me any amount of joy. But I had asked my parents to ask their wealth managers if they would take me on, and my dad said that they would, and they're excited to work with me, and they will be reaching out to me soon. So I'm hoping I can talk to them about my home sale options and loan options and all of that, and get their read on it and see what they think I should do, and if they have any recommendations to make it easier and less, I don't know, like juggly feeling. I don't want to be juggling credit cards around and crap. That sounds awful. I thought about calling my credit union where I have my home loan, or not home loan, home improvement loan through for getting my electrical done, which I'm still paying off, and seeing if I could roll that into a new loan that would cover more with similar monthly payments that I could then just pay off once the house sells. That seems like the best option to me, but we'll see. We will see. I went to bed early last night. I'm proud of myself, but I am still pretty tired. I fell asleep briefly again after my breath work with Sandy this morning. I was really glad when I woke up after just a few minutes. I felt like a micro nap. And then I did my EFT tapping for a good day, which helped. Like, I really like that tapping session because it helps wake me up. It helps get me out of that, like, I could fall back asleep at any moment feeling. All right. I think that's all I've got to say. I don't have anything else coming to mind at the moment. So let's pull one of our Natalie Goldberg Writing Down the Bones deck card. We are on card number 31. Tell me about your favorite city. And on the back, this is actually a tricky topic because you might fall into superlatives. I just love it there. The trees are beautiful, lining the boulevards. The cafes are great. It's not too cold. Just what trees? Name them. Sycamores. Pick one boulevard and tell me about it. Writing is the act of not generalizing. Better to pick one lamppost and describe it. Give me one street clearly. Give the temperature, the humidity, how it felt on your skin, not what the weather station says. Paris, London, New York, San Francisco. Beware, we've heard so much about them. We like to hear about unknown, little thought of corners of the world. Lincoln, Nebraska, Des Moines, Iowa, Hibbing, Minnesota. Small, out-of-the-way towns. But you say, you asked for cities. Don't listen to me. Pick what's right for you. But stay close, intimate, then you will really share it. You know what's interesting is I can't think of a city that I love. I used to love the big city near me, but I don't love it anymore. I feel like it lost a lot of its charm in the early 2000s. All my favorite places were taken over by developers and made modern, and taken over by chain stores and fancy new condos, and yeah, I don't love it anymore. And I can't really think of a place that, like a city or a town, that I've just loved. I did really like San Diego the brief time I was there. I did like the light posts. I think it was the light posts mostly. And the warmth. Did love the warmth. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for you today. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying till the end. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be wealthy. May you feel at ease. May you accept yourself and love yourself exactly as you are in this very moment. Please subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.